Namaste everyone. Welcome to Lessons with Lakshmi. Our topic of discussion today is the poem Once Upon a Time by Gabriel Okara. In today's class, we will cover about the poet and brief summary of the poem recitation with line-by-line explanation, rhyme scheme of the poem, figures of speech or literary devices used in the poem, and discussion of question and answers. Gabriel Okara 1921 to 2019. About the poet. Gabriel Okara was a Nigerian poet and novelist who may be pronounced as highly original and uninfluenced by other poets. He has been extremely successful in apprehending the moods, sights and sounds of Africa. His poems show great sensitivity, perceptive judgments and tremendous energy. Okara also shows concern over what happens when the ancient culture of Africa comes in contact with the modern Western culture. The summary of the poem is a conversation between a father and his son where the son does things with emotion and the father wants to forget his fake personality and relearn how to be real again from his son. And he is asking his son to show him how to express true love and show real personality to others. The poem Once Upon a Time is a free verse poem. That is, there is no rhyme scheme in the poem that has 43 lines divided into 7 stanzas. The poetic devices or literary devices or figures of speech used in the poem are enjambment, alliteration, assonance and simile. Let us move on to the poem. I will read the stanza first and then explain it. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes, but now they only laugh with their teeth while their eyes block cold eyes search behind my shadow. Now, once upon a time is a phrase normally we start a story with. So we say once upon a time there was a village called Rampur, like that. So here we know that the poet is going to tell us a story. And next word he uses is son. That means we can guess easily that a father is talking to a son. He is saying they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes. They meaning the speaker's friends or the people. The speaker's friends used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes means they used to laugh genuinely. Not artificially, not fake, but genuine. But now they only laugh with their teeth. Now when you laugh with your hearts or eyes, there is some kind of twinkling in your eye. You can feel that kind of twinkle come to your eye. But now when they laugh, they only show their teeth for laughing, which is not real, which is not genuine. While their eyes block cold eyes, how is it not genuine? Because eyes are very cold. Eyes don't show that warmth, or eyes doesn't show that happiness. And their eyes block cold eyes search behind my shadow means they are not interested in the real person standing in front. They are searching for something else behind you. There was a time indeed they used to shake hands with their hearts, but that's gone, son. Now they shake hands without hearts while their left hand search my empty pockets. Now actually here the poet is comparing ancient Africa with an Africa after Western invasion. Means what? After English people took over ancient Africa and after it became colonized. Then after English people left, how their behavior changed, how the ancient people were genuine, and after invasion how people became like this. That is what he was explaining. Western influence, after Western influence, how it is changed. Here he is saying there was a time indeed, means in the past there was one time where they used to shake hands with their hearts. Same way when we meet somebody who is a long last friend, now we hold their hands with both of our hands and shake it. We are so happy to meet them, or we actually hug them. If we are not hugging them, we hold the hand with both of our hands and we shake their hand. We are so happy to meet them. But the poet is saying now that is gone. There is no genuineness. Now they shake your hands while their left hand searches my empty pockets. Means they shake your hands without heart, without genuineness or realness, and what they will be thinking, how useful you are to that person. When the person is shaking your hand, they will be thinking, is he worth it? Is he useful to me? Is he rich so that I can spend my time shaking his hand? So he is always looking for if you are worth it, if you are rich, if you are useful to him in some or other way. Later there might be some use with you, then he will shake your hand. He will continue to have some kind of relation with you. Otherwise he is not bothered with you. Feel at home. Come again, they say. And when I come again and feel at home once, twice, there will be no thrice. For then I find doors shut on me. Now the poet is saying the people invite you to their home and they say, feel at home. Feel at home means be as comfortable as you are at your own home. Okay, they say come again means after you say bye bye, then I'll say see you soon, come again some other time, like that they say. But when you go to their home, first time they will tolerate you, but this first time they are happy to see you, second time they tolerate you, and when you go to their home the third time, you will find the doors shut on your face. That means what they say is not genuine, is not real. They don't invite you to their homes just genuinely. They just, for the sake of saying, they tell you come to my place. Nowadays you see people don't go to some other's house simply. If you go to some other's house, they won't even invite you inside. You have to call them up. You have to intimate them that you are going to come. Otherwise you don't go to some other places easily. But that is not the case until few days back when you go in villages and all. There will be uncles, aunts, some people coming to your home and going out. It is so normal. But nowadays that is not the case. So I have learned many things, son. I have learned to wear many faces like dresses. Home face, office face, street face, host face, cocktail face, and with all their conforming smiles like a fixed portrait smile. Now in this stanza, the father tells his son how the people and their values have changed and how he himself has learned to behave in that way. That means he himself has changed his ways to behave artificially. He compares how he behaves at home. He says he changes his face like dresses. Means what? When he is at home, he behaves like he is wearing a home face. Wearing a home face means he will behave in such a way. He will be very free at home. He will talk whatever he wants to talk. So he is free at home. But when he goes to office, he behaves in a certain way. He shows off that he is reserved, or he is very polished, or he is very posh, or the office face is totally different. See, remember when you are at home, you can shout at your parents, you can talk to them, you can laugh loudly, you can eat whatever you want. But when you come to the school, do you talk to your do you talk to your teachers the same way you talk to your parents? No, you will talk differently. That is what the behavior talks. That means when you are home, you behave totally differently, and when you come to school, you behave totally differently. When you are talking to the person, depending on how close you are with that person, you will talk to that person that way. Same way here, the poet, when he goes to office, he behaves in a certain way. When he goes on the street, he behaves in a certain way. When he is hosting a party, he will behave in a certain way. When you host a party means what? When people come to your party, you have to wish them and you have to provide them food even if you don't know that person. So that is what you are behaving. With all their conforming smiles means what? With all the appropriate smile on your face. Like a photograph, portrait smile. Fixed portrait means what? Like a photograph smile. You will have that proper smile on your face and you will behave in such a way. When you are at home, you will behave like you are at home. Office, so like how the behavior of your how the expression or behavior of you changes, like you are changing the dresses, that way you change. And I have learned too to laugh with only my teeth and shake hands without my heart. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance, to say glad to meet you without being glad, and to say it's been nice talking to you after being bored. Now the father here, the poet here says that I have also learned how to laugh with only my teeth and how to shake hands without my heart. Means he has also learned how to not be genuine, how to not be real, how to be artificial like people around him. I have also learned to say goodbye when I mean good riddance. Means when you say goodbye to a person, you are happy to have met him and you are happy, you look forward to meeting that person. But here people, when they say goodbye, means what? Thank God I got rid of that person, I don't want to see that person, he wasted so much of my time. That is what we will be thinking in our mind, and we will say, ah, nice to meet you, goodbye, we'll meet you again, like that we say. And then to say glad to meet you without being glad. Say for example, if I am too busy and I am going to my school and I was so busy and I meet some neighbor, some old person, and he starts saying, nice to meet you, I have been, he talks about all his life. You don't have time to stand there and waste all that time. You will just paste a smile on your face and say, okay, nice to meet you, I'll meet you some other time. Even though we feel like it's so boring to have met you, but we cannot say, we don't say like, nice to meet you, we only say glad to meet you, I'm so happy to have met you today, like that we say after being so bored. So the father also has learned to be like this, has learned to be not genuine. But believe me, son, I want to be what I used to be when I was like you. I want to unlearn all these muting things. Most of all, I want to relearn how to laugh, for my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth like a snake's bare fangs. Now, in this stanza, the father tells his son that he doesn't want to be like that. He doesn't want to be a fake person. He doesn't want to be a person who is just showing off. He wants to unlearn. Unlearn means he wants to forget all these muting things. These muting things are what? All these fake things. He wants to forget all these fake things. And most of all, I want to relearn. He wants to learn again how to be sincere, how to laugh. For why he wants to learn to laugh again? Because, for means because my laugh in the mirror shows only my teeth. When he laughs in front of a mirror, he sees only the teeth. He sees only the artificialness. He is comparing that laugh to a snake's bare fangs. Snake's fangs are very dangerous, are poisonous, and he is saying my laugh has become like that, something not desirable, not good, that may be poisonous. It has become poisonous. So show me, son, how to laugh. Show me how I used to laugh and smile once upon a time when I was like you. Now he wants his son to show him how to laugh sincerely again, and show him how he used to laugh when he was his son's age. Okay? Let us discuss about the rhyme scheme in the poem. There is no rhyme scheme in the poem, as the poem is a free verse. The poem is called as a monologue because only one person is talking and the other person is listening. The other person is never talking. He is not talking at all. So here, such a kind of conversation where only one person talks is called as a monologue. Mono means single. Okay. The poem is called a monologue because one-sided conversation goes on in the poem. Only father talking to the son, and we don't hear the son talking anywhere in the poem. Now the next topic we have is figures of speech. I have changed the color of the words where we have figures of speech. The first one is Upon a time, sun. Sound. O sound is repeating. When a vowel sound is repeating, then that figure of speech is called as assonance. Okay. Now in the next line you see, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes. That means we are continuously reading the two lines. It is not two lines, it is a single line, because after hearts there is no full stop, comma, nothing. Okay, there is no punctuation, so it is continuation. We are reading, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes. We are not breaking anywhere. When a line continues in the next line without breaking, then that is called as enjambment. Now in this poem is full of enjambment. Okay, and then we have in the single, we said it is a single line, even though it is written in two lines, it is a single line. The word laugh is repeated twice. When a word is repeated in a line, that is called as repetition. Okay, then now again we have enjambment here. See, while their eyes block cold eyes, search behind my shadow. We are again reading it as a single line. That is called as enjambment. Again there is enjambment. There was a time indeed they used to shake hand. Again there is no full stop or comma after indeed. That is again enjambment. Okay. Now next we have hands without hearts. Now they shake hands without hearts. Ha sound is repeated. When the consonant sound, when the same alphabet, when the same sound repeats, then it is called as alliteration. Okay. Now in the next one, see, there is again enjambment here. I am not talking about enjambment. Next one we see, I have learned to wear many faces like dresses. Now he is comparing how he changes face with dresses using a word like. Okay, when we are comparing two things using like, as, so, then that is called as simile. Okay, simile. Then we have conforming smiles like. Again he is comparing the smiles like a fixed portrait smile. Fixed portrait means photograph. He is comparing this smile to a photograph smile. So that is also called as simile. Okay. Then again we have enjambment here. Learned to laugh with only my teeth and shake hands. So I am not going to write it. Being bored. Again B sound is repeated. Being bored. B. So it is called as alliteration. Okay. Again here, my teeth like a snake's bare fangs. Now how is he comparing the teeth to snake bare fangs? Using a word like. So what figure of speech is this? Yes, simile. Okay. Now the last topic of our discussion today is question and answers. What kind of person is the speaker? Now we know the speaker is a father to a son. He has learned to be artificial like all the people around him. He is not a genuine person. What kind of person is he? He is an artificial person and he wants to learn how to be genuine from his son. What has the speaker learned to do with his own feelings? The speaker has learned to hide his own feelings. He is hiding his feelings. Okay, he is not showing his real self. He is hiding his feelings. The speaker says, their left hand search my empty pockets. Whose hands are searching the speaker's pockets? The speaker's friend's hands were searching the speaker's empty pockets. What do you think they are searching for? What did I say when I was explaining the poem? They are searching the pockets, meaning they are searching whether the person standing in front of them is useful to them or not, or if the person is worthy of their time or not, or if the person is rich or poor. It depends on how useful you are to that person. What does the expression feel at home mean? Feel at home means be as comfortable as you are at your own home. Do the hosts want the speaker to feel at home? No. The hosts do not want the speaker to feel at home. Justify your answer. How can you justify? You can say that when you go to their house the first time, they are happy. The second time when you go to their home, they tolerate. And when the third time, they shut their doors on our faces. So it is not, the host do not want the speaker to feel at home. What does the speaker mean by wanting to unlearn all these muting things? All these muting things are what? All these fake things. To unlearn means what? To forget. What does the speaker mean by wanting to unlearn all these muting things? Means the speaker means that he wants to forget all these fake things. Why do you think the poet has given the poem the title Once Upon a Time? Now the poet has given the title Once Upon a Time to the poem because he was talking about when he was at the age of his son, when he was small. He wants to show the difference between his age and his son's age, and he wants to talk when he was small, that is in the past, once upon a time, before very long time. That is why he has given the poem name Once Upon a Time. Okay, thank you so much for listening to my video. I hope it was useful to you. Have a wonderful day.